Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Ye and his wife, Bianca Censori, being spotted in Mallorca, Spain. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because as you guys know, Ye and his wife, Bianca Censori, they have been frequently spotted in Mallorca, Spain in recent weeks. Their activities have garnered media attention for various reasons. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, on the 17th, Censori was seen with her hubby West in an outdoor Mallorca market area wearing a sheer fishnet bra top, black bikini bottoms, and a long drape black, it's like an iron cloth, and you could see them browsing the stalls, enjoying ice cream. Angelina Censori was also present, wearing a black sundress. Now, normally, Angelina Censori would be on the trips with them most of the times, not all the time. But Angelina Censori appears to be with them now frequently ever since he has been going off on social media. Bianca went away for a little bit. We had no idea where she was, but then Bianca came back, and ever since then, Angelina Censori has been around them a lot, maybe for some support to the sister, as well as the husband as well. Now, on May 13th, 2025, the couple was seen in Mallorca again, and Angelina was there as well. Now, there was some racy photo shoots going on because Bianca was wearing something like a thong outfit. It had the iron cloth at the front. The boobs was all out again, so it is given a lot of that. Now, the top was yes, it was a backless leather thong bodysuit. And West was seen directing Bianca in the photo shoot. I can't show you guys many of these photographs because of, you guys know that Bianca wears little to no clothing. And once you talk about it in a YouTube video and you put those photographs in, you have to be blurring everything and then blurring those images. It basically takes away because you guys still don't get to see it, right? No. If you guys can remember, we saw them as well visiting a adult store in Mallorca. It was reported at that point in time that they went in to get a costume for a music video that he was doing at the time. It is said that they did not pick up anything else inside that store besides, some of the gadgets for the music video, but no toys or anything like that. They were also seen having dinner at an Indian fusion restaurant, and they appear to be happy. That's the very first photographs that we saw after that entire split, and everyone was wondering what was going on between the two. Have they been separated? Are they together? Are they gonna get back together? Ye was still going off, and he was talking about Kim, calling Kim a ugly white woman, saying that he hasn't seen Saint since, the start of 2025, irrespective of the fact that he was with the Saint in January. And that's when, it appeared to me and occurred to me that things are more severe with Ye than I initially had thought. And then after that, he basically revealed what was going on with him as it relates to how badly the nitrous oxide usage has damaged his brains, how he has been mean to his wife, mean and aggressive. He did not detail in what capacity. And he basically notified the dentist, the nitrous oxide dentist, that he, along with his wife, Bianca, they were going to take legal actions against him. And when I say him, I mean him, the dentist. No, I don't believe they're going to take legal actions because what I believe is that, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now, many people on social media, they have been saying that Ye needs to take accountability for his actions. And while it is true, and you guys know that for anyone who has been following and keeping up, you guys know that Ye's most recent behavior is not something that I support, because going off, denouncing your kids repeatedly, attacking the mother of your kids repeatedly, I don't care what your mental health condition is. If you can beg your wife to come back, and if you can do a song saying, bitch, run off with my Maybach, you are aware something is wrong with you. And it means that you also know how to get help as well. And many people have reached out to him, begging him to get help, asking him to get help, and he has been refusing to get the help. So as such, I can't support these behaviors that these behaviors will only turn out to be harmful to him, and especially hearing that his wife witnessed him getting, canisters upon canisters of nitrous oxide being delivered to him for him to self-administer, and then hearing about his usage of propofol, thus a sedative, right? And we know that it was the same method that took Aaron Carter off the planet, that took Michael Jackson off the planet. And to hear that you had people around you watching you doing these things, and Milo was the only one who said something, brought it to the forefront. I don't know. Bianca could be behind that as well and refusing to put her name out there. But I believe that Bianca should have done a lot more than that. So as such, I can't look at things as how I once used to, because it's so uncomfortable to see Ye moving around without protection. And when I say without protection, he literally has no protection. Many people, they have this fantasy story going on in their heads. And their fantasy story is Ye is married to a mafia princess. And if Kim and her family ever thinks about doing anything to Ye, Bianca's family is gonna get him. So I'm saying, okay, so that's the case. But why is it that Bianca's family is not getting the dentist who has been trying to kill Ye? Because if someone has been doing that to an individual, he's trying to kill Ye. So as such, their story of this fantasy that is going on in their heads about Bianca and her family, I can't see any protection. Someone who is protected and someone who has protection is not manipulated. It's clear that he was manipulated, because now they're saying they're going to file a lawsuit. Why didn't the Mafia princess family step in to check Dr. Dennis Connolly? And in the first place, if Ye had any protection, Dr. Dentist Thomas Connolly would have no inclination to do what he had done, because he would know that his body would be in a reverse somewhere. It goes to show that Bianca's family and what they once had in terms of that mafioso, that's in the past. That's in the past. The father is not dumb. He's not going to go out there, put himself in any trouble to protect Ye. Ye's not a baby. Ye has more money than God. So this fantasy story that you'll have in your heads, it's not real. And this is how people die while others watch. We love a good fantasy, and we have to wake up and smell reality. The sooner people wake up and smell reality, they'll realize that Ye has no protection. Ye has a bodyguard around him, all enablers. His friends, the game, everyone around him, all those friends, enablers, because I'm not going to sit and watch a friend getting canisters of nitrous oxide being delivered to him and stay quiet. It doesn't matter how much money you're giving me. I'm not going to stay quiet. I know that this is a behavior that has taken out a lot of celebrities, and I love my friend. I would be fighting that dentist, like fist fighting that dentist. That's what you do for your friend. If I was Bianca, he could never, because I would be putting on pots of, water on the stove, getting ready for him. Okay. You think you're going to come into my house with those? Okay. And I'll be standing there with my pots, I can't fight you. You're a big guy, but I'll let boiling water do the trick, And I think that people should really, really think from a logical view. Use your brains, let it work for once. This mafia princess theory or story, it's not real. It's not real, okay? Get over it. But it's good to see that Ye is out there. He's getting some fresh air. I don't know where Bianca Censori and her family intentions lies, but I mean, I do hope that there's some change in the guy's life for his sake. When I talk about Ye, I don't talk about Ye to appease his fans because I know that some of his fans, they're culprits of bad behavior. They support and they help to groom the bad behaviors in him, which are only going to take him off the planet, and the kids are not going to have their father. I want to see the best for Ye, and as such, I'm going to always do my best to lobby for him in the distance. Me lobbying for him is me not supporting the bad behaviors, me standing against the bad behaviors, and whatever looks bad, I'm going to say it looks bad. I'm not going to say it looks good for clicks, likes, views, or money. If something looks bad, it looks bad. If it looks like things is about to change, then kudos to them. But for now, Bianca still remains questionable because I can't understand it. Maybe at some point in time, there'll be some amount of clarity. But for now, I can't see how she just sat there and just allowed that man to be delivering those things to her husband and her sat there not doing anything, not even calling the police, because I would be calling the police. So what if my husband is going to go to jail for 3 or 6 months? Good for him. He'll get time to detox and stay away from those deadly substances, right? But we all don't think the same, of course, because for us and for many people, you think that showing someone tough love is going to kill them. Well, oftentimes, tough love is what saves people from horrible things. But we all think differently. But anywho, guys, that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take while you're at it. Thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll talk more in the comment section. Peace.